Howdy, y'all. My name is Bryce. I'm coming at you with some more Human Resource Machine. I played this for yesterday, and I had a lot of fun, and I've been thinking about it, and I want to play some more. So I thought I would go ahead and record the next episode. Right now, it's the next day. It is Saturday when I'm recording this, so the new episode just came out for you today, and I guess this one will be coming out probably the next day. So with that, I'm going to just go ahead and hop on back in. Let's go. Employee ID. We've been here for 17 long years. Sabbatical on Beach Paradise, year 18. Let's start with some story. Oh, how nice. How pleasant. Ish. It's kind of dirty beach. Is that us parked in the corner over there? Sitting over here with our mug. Aw, cute. It's a really gray beach. It's very much like an Oregon beach. We got gray beaches. Not a lot of sun out there. And when it's sunny, it's so cold and windy. Oh, man. All right, countdown. Let's do this. Year 19. It'll probably take me a little bit to get back into the swing of things.
Yes, welcome back. Tick, tick, tick. Time keeps ticking down. Let's get to work. Oh, yes. I love what you've done with your hair.
Oh, yeah, I did get a haircut. Look at that. Weird. All right. For each number in the inbox, send that number to the outbox, followed by all numbers down to or up to 0. It's a countdown. You got new commands. The add one or subtract one from an item. Let's see. They add one or subtract one from an item on the floor. The result is given back to you, and for your convenience, also written right back to the floor. Oh, so once you bump it, quote unquote, as it's written there, it also will overwrite what's on the floor with what you just made. So that'll work for us well. So what you want to do is you want to go to the inbox, copy to, space 0. It's fine. Jump if negative to the negative zone. All right, so we're just going to call this. Actually, you know what? I found this actually worked really well, just having like the symbol. So this is a negative. Okay. And then we'll also have a positive zone. Okay, that's fine enough. And then we also need a jump if 0. So we need a jump if 0 to the end, basically. And then jump if positive to the positive zone. So I'm going to put a note down as well for end. Just, again, helping me with my organization. The more notes you make, the easier it is to kind of, like, just organize your thoughts, really. Okay, so we want to... I picked it up, and I've copied it to the floor. And now I want to outbox that number. Trying to think if I can outbox first. Oh, there's going to be so many recursive loops here until you reach 0. Right. So this is going to this sequence will have to end with jump if 0, and this sequence will have to end with jump if 0. Okay. Wow. It's one of those, like, I get it. I understand exactly what to do. I'm just trying to think of the sequence. So I copy 2, and then I want to outbox, right? And then copy no. So we'll do it like this. So if negative, we go outbox. We go bump minus. If it was negative, we bump plus. Yes, because we want to increase the number. So bump plus 0. Outbox. Jump if 0. Otherwise, return to the beginning of this sequence. Same here, but instead we go outbox, bump minus 0, and then outbox, jump if 0. Oh, wait. Bump it, you throw it out, but then you're not holding anything in your hand, so outbox is wrong. But outbox should come after jump if 0. Yeah. Because basically what you're doing is I go and I subtract it, and then I check, is it 0 now? If it's 0, go to what we do whenever there's a 0 in our hand. Otherwise, throw it in the outbox, jump back to the beginning. Now, what do we do when there's a 0 in our hand? Do I need to be also outputting zeros? Or am I... what do I do there? All numbers down to or up to 0. It's a countdown. The result is given back to you, and for your convenience, also written. Okay, so then end with... So once we jump to end, we want to outbox what's in our hand, the 0, and then we want to jump all the way back to the very beginning. Yeah, that's what it sounds like to me. Now let's see, what did I screw up here, probably. All right, so you put down the 9. Okay, you take it out. 9. Now we need it to be an 8, so bump minus should work. All right, 8. All right, let's keep the sequence. You can't outbox with empty hands. What did I do wrong? So this... I screwed up here. Okay, gotcha. So this jump needs to actually come after the outbox, and this jump needs to come after that outbox. Then it should be fine. Let's try again. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0, and 8, 7, 6. Yeah! Got it! Awesome, y'all. I'm sure you could probably make it in a more organized, nested fashion, but it solved the goal. 10 commands? Yeah. So that's one where it's like, if you organize it properly, oh, so close on the steps. If you organize it properly, you can probably do a lot more jumps, which will get your steps down, or you could organize it with fewer steps by being a little bit more thorough in your programming. But yeah, anyway, multiplication. Oh no, now we can multiply. Oh no. That's gonna be tough. Hello and 0. It seems like only yesterday we were learning about adding. Fond memories. Oh, I just realized, I talked about the haircut that I got and y'all couldn't see it. Let me just quickly, I'm going to do this real quick. See our little haircut? Isn't that cute? Isn't that cute? All right. We worked so hard back then. Okay. Now, for each 2 things in the inbox, multiply them and output the result. Don't worry about negative numbers for now. You got labels. They can help you remember the purpose of each tile on the floor. Just tap any tile on the floor to edit. I can't multiply, though. So how am I supposed to multiply numbers together? Like, how do I create this 0 like that? I want to be able to make that. Oh, here we go. But, okay. All right, so I just click on it. Okay. Trash that. Okay, so here's what I'm thinking. What I need to do is I have to take both numbers. I copy them down, right? And what I'm doing is one of them I will treat as the number I'm multiplying by, one I will treat as the number that I am multiplying, and I count down from the number that I am, what am I trying to say? You count down from the number you're multiplying by using the bump commands. I keep copying the number that's in my, or I take the number in the one spot, I add it together, I go put that in the output column, right? And then I come back and I check this number over here, I bump it, I drop it, I add another, I go pick up the number at the end, I grab this, I go back, etc. You create this loop until you hit 0 on that on the number you're multiplying by, then you set it out. I think that's what I'm doing. So I'm just going to say like out. So we're going to call it, this is like solution. Okay. And so then we'll just call this A, B. And I think that should be enough for me. So here's what I'm going to do. Go to the inbox. Copy to A. Then we go to the inbox. Copy to B. Then, so I'm holding B in my hand. Let's flip these around. Just so in my head. No. Okay. So here's what you do. So one is I'm gonna have to take off immediately. So you say bump minus B. Okay. Oh, jump if negative, or not jump if negative. Jump if 0 to the end. Because if you're multiplying by 0, then that's it. Now. Oh shoot. Because if either digit's 0, I'm going to have to do that. So I also need a jump if 0 from here as well. Excuse me. But those are going to have different consequences, I think, depending on it. No, they'll have the same. Oh, man. Oh, that's tricky. How about this? They go like this. When you pick it up, if it's 0, that takes you to the put the 0 in the outbox, and then you're done. So if 0, so we're gonna actually put a label here. 0. Man, this game is way more complex once you get further into it. So if it's 0, in our hand, right? If either of the digits are 0 when we pick them off of the inbox, we have to send those immediately to the outbox because whatever we are multiplying by will become 0 anyways. We're basically skipping all the other steps. If not, what we're doing is I take it from the inbox, I put it in A. I take it from the inbox, I put it to B, and then I -1 immediately, okay? I -1 immediately from B, okay? Then what I do is I want to set it to copy from A, copy to solution. Oh, no, okay. Oh. Let's do this. Yeah. And then, now we're going to get on a loop. All right, so now we have to get it into a certain type of loop. And so what I want it to be is basically I keep counting down bump minus B. I pick up from A, I add sol, copy to sol, and then jump back to the beginning of this loop. Okay, okay, and then copy from. Nope. Copy from B. Copy from B. Okay, right. So now, if B is 0, we go to a different situation, because this is if none of the digits was 0. This is the if we're done multiplying. Done. Looks like it says none. And that's a whole different, it's a different style, because what we need to do from there is we copy from solution, outbox it, and then head to the end, or head back to the beginning. Okay, and that's where we restart. If not 0, if we don't go into the none situation, we start back here, we go subtract 1 from B, we go copy from A, we add it to the solution, we copy back down to the solution, so we've added it back in, and then we go back and copy from B and check, is it 0? All right, I think we've got it. I might be missing a step or two in jumps and whatnot. We'll find out once we run it, but let's just see. Man, and they're gonna make us do one differently, aren't they? Too many. Bad outbox, it should have been 34. All right, so I have one too many digits in there. Stop. So let then us take away one of these steps. I just need to take away one of these. Okay, here's what I can do. Instead of jumping if 0 from the inbox, I will jump from here. Okay? That might do it. Because then what I'm doing is I'm copying from A after B is already down. So the B check goes first, or goes second. And in that way, both numbers exist on the board by that point. So maybe this will do it. We'll see. Here comes 2 zeros, so here's the moment of truth. Yeah! All right. Man! Oh, yeah, no, way more than that. Way more than that. Way more than that. That's fine. That's fine. At this point, it's just about getting past them. My goodness, y'all. I'm starting to think that maybe finishing this whole game may not happen. Because, like, what, we've gone through, like, 2 missions so far today, but they've both taken me about 10 minutes, 15 minutes each. Great. 0 terminated sum. All right, let's do this. Oh boy. Oh boy, oh boy. Yes, we believe in educating our employees on the job here. Do you know what a zero-terminated string is? Yes, it's a very old technique, and we don't expect you to know. So you may ask me about it if you like, or you may ask an external source. Whatever helps you get the job done. The inbox is... Tell me about it. Give me an example. If your inbox is 460040, your outbox should be 1004. So the zeros tell me to stop adding, basically. Okay. Add together all the numbers in each string. When you reach the end of a string, marked by a 0, put your sum in the outbox. Reset and repeat for each string. So we go to the inbox. We want to copy to... again, we're just going to here. This is where I'm going to just normally put solutions. Solutions. And so we copy to solution. Then... we inbox, no, back up. Inbox, copy to solution. Then we go back to the inbox. Add together the numbers in each string. When you reach the end of a string, marked by a 0, put your sum in the outbox. Reset and repeat for each string. Okay, jump if 0, obviously, after you go to the inbox, because it's always going to have to be the case with an inbox check. And that's to start over. So we copy to sol, and then I want to add. So when I'm adding, you add from a space. That's right. So what I'll do is I go to the inbox. I add solution, and then I copy to solution. And now I'm at the part where I want the infinite loop to start. So jump if 0 is one thing. And then jump, if not 0, else. So jump if 0 to... So once I've copied to solution, I'm holding the answer in my head, or in my hand. It shouldn't be 0 at that point. It's when you go to the inbox, that's when you will check if it's 0. So jump if 0 to what we will call done. Okay. And if not, we go back to here. Right. So that way we keep on adding to it until we're done. Now, if we're in the done scenario, we tell it to... so that's if I picked up a 0. I copy from solution and outbox it. Then we go back to the very beginning. Yeah. Expected a 0. Oh, I have to end with a 0. Right. It has to have... Let me give me an example again. No, because you don't end with the last 0. What happened to that 0 there? Did you expect a 0? Because look, so here I picked up the 0, right? And so then what did I check? I went, okay, we're done. Pick up the 3 and take it out, because that's what we added together. And it says that that's not how it should have been. It should have been a 0. Why the heck should it have been a 0? And, like, my thing is, do I not understand what a 0 terminated thing is, or is it more of... tell me more. What is a 0 terminated string? Yes, I can tell you. A string is just a list of values, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or 4, 99, 2. But how do we know when one string ends and another string begins? We can mark the end of a string with something special, like a 0. Here are 2 0 terminated strings. 1, 2, 3, 0, 9, 8, 0. See how that works? And sometimes a string can be empty. Here are 3 strings. Notice the middle one is empty. Oh. And yes, sadly, this all means a string cannot contain the number 0, since 0 means something special. Well, now we know. Back to work. So I had an empty string. But if it does an empty string, I have to place the 0? It's almost like I have to tell it to keep track in like have a secondary area where like if 0, go to here. If I pick back up again and 0 again, go do this. Okay. So jump if 0 to the 0 zone. So we're going to make a new thing. We're going to call this the 0 zone. Okay. And from here, we go back to the inbox and jump if 0 to... We'll jump ahead right now. And then otherwise, you jump all the way to the beginning. No. You jump to here, right? If you had 2 in a row, then what you want to do is you want to... so I have a second 0 over my head. I just want to outbox that. Right? And then head back to the beginning. Outbox it, head back to the beginning. Let's try it. So here we should have an empty string here. What the hell? Why is that supposed to be a 0? It's just a 0 at the end. It was 1-0. I don't get that. I do not understand that part of the mechanic because I did the addition, and for some reason there's a 0 at the end that I'm supposed to put down instead of the 7? Or there were supposed to be 2 zeros in a row? What the heck? What is going on? I'd probably cut this up for y'all, but... what is... Why? I get what it's doing. Because I'm dropping that first 0, I'm losing one of my zeros in the process. So then it's like what I need to do is I need to go to the inbox, jump if 0, back into here. Else, jump back to not the beginning, but right after the inbox to here. Oh my God! For y'all, that probably ended up taking a couple minutes. You know, I probably cut around it. It was great, right? That took me real long, and it was extremely salt-inducing because I didn't fully understand what this whole 0 string thing meant, and the way that it was explained made it seem like you never want more than 1 0 in between things. Because all the examples they gave, it was like 1 0 in between. Then they gave me a string of 3 zeros, and they wanted 3 zeros. Give me an example with 3 zeros then so I understand that, because I assumed that what it meant was collapse all zeros together. That's what it seemed like. You know, you could have 2 zeros, you could have 10 zeros, they all represent 1 0, which is the end of a string. That's not what they wanted. They wanted 3 zeros on the board. I am flustered. All right, let's do one more. Let's do one more. Man. The back hallway is for advanced employees only. Are you sure you want to be here? Probably not. These night shift assignments are optional, you know, and they are difficult. If you need to ask for help, I'll just be here looking through these catalogs for a golden spiral. For each thing in the outbox, send to the outbox the full Fibonacci sequence up to but not exceeding that value. For example, if inbox is 10, outbox, wait. Up to but not exceeding that value. For example, okay. Oh my gosh. Like, I get the concept. Oh my gosh. You have to, like... It's like you gotta go copy the number down to the space. Then you're essentially subtracting down from it until you reach 0. And then you go back up. Then you subtract down from it until you reach 0, and then you go back up. Then you subtract down from it until you reach 0, and then you go back up until you compare... No, that can't be it. Let's go back for now. I'm not ready to deal with the Fibonacci sequence, all right? Let's do a different one, and then I'll think if I'm even prepared to handle that. My gosh, this game got so much more difficult. Oh, you guys. To reduce our carbon footprint, management is requesting the smallest numbers only. This is a public relations exercise. The results are going straight to the landfill. For each 0 terminated string in the inbox, send to the outbox only the smallest number you've seen in that string. You will never be given an empty string. Reset and repeat for each string. What's a 0 terminated string? Yeah, okay, so I get what a 0 terminated string is. Now I have to put down these numbers and compare them to one another. Oh, okay. So you pick it up from the inbox, all right? And you copy it to here. All right, and we'll label this as A. And so we're copying to A. Then I go back to the inbox, okay? And now if 0, we do something else. Otherwise, we keep on trucking, right? And so what we do there is we... Oh, so I guess, yeah, jump if 0 right after that to the 0 zone as well. Anytime I check the inbox, I need to jump if 0. Now, so then what I do is I go back to the inbox, and I will subtract A. Okay? If negative, what do I know? If the number that I get is negative, I know, so what? I subtract A from the number before. So I'm holding the number above my head. If that number is now negative, I know that the number that I, oh gosh, dang it. No, I have to copy. You always have to copy as well. So copy to B. So we'll call this one B. So I now know if this number is negative, that B is smaller than A. So we'll jump to a certain area. Okay, so we'll call this less than. Okay, so this is B less than A. So when B is less than A, I go back to the inbox. Yeah. Actually, I don't have to do a whole B less than A thing. Because what I found out... Oh, I need to jump to 0 here as well. So what I found out is that this number is larger, right? If that's not the case, then, so if it's positive, I want to jump to the positive zone, which is going to be... Oh, so like this. So jump if 0. So we jump if negative. Okay. Jump if 0. Oh, but what if they are the same number and I get a 0? That's a problem. So that shouldn't matter, actually. None of that should matter. If I pull from the inbox a 0, that's something. If when I subtract from 0, I can just treat it as positive. So let me get rid of this real quick. Now, I want to then, if it's positive, we jump to, or we don't even have to jump to a positive zone. I can let the string go, save us a jump step. So then what I want to do is I want to copy to A. Oh, so we do this. Copy to A, and then go back to the inbox. And so then what I'm doing is essentially I'm checking. So if it's bigger, oh, no. If it's bigger, I want to copy from B, then jump, or no, copy from B, copy to A. Yes. Right. So then I'm just basically, I keep replacing it with the, oh, but I want to keep the smaller number. Keep the smaller number. So if it's negative, I actually want to do it this way. So here's what I got to do. This whole jump if net. I've got the right idea. I have to reorganize it in my head because I'm doing it in reverse. Get out of here. Get out of here. Get out of here. Let me just think this through again. So, jumping if 0 to the end, because we've got to do stuff with 0 stuff. Otherwise, copy it to A. Then we go back to the inbox, jump if 0, because we know it's at an end of a string, and we got to do the 0 stuff. Otherwise, copy that new one to B, then go back, subtract from A. Now, we're checking the values. We want only the smallest numbers, right? Only the smallest. So, if it's negative, I know the one above my head, or the one that I just picked up, I know that B is the smaller number, which means I want to keep that number. So from there, I want to copy that over A and then start anew. If it's not larger, then instead what I want to do is go back to the inbox and start anew. And then, no, but this inbox. Yeah. And then we're in the 0 zone. So what do we do when we have a 0? We copy from A, we outbox, and we start all the way over. That outbox. What did I copy to? Why did I get a -2 on there? I copied the wrong value. Step back. I know what I did. I said jump if negative, and I said copy to. What I meant to do there was you also need to copy from B again. This way. Jump if negative, shoot. So I can't go back that way. I have to do it in a different spot. So jump if negative to a certain area, which will say copy from B, then copy to A. So now I jump back up there. A lot of jumps. Okay, that should do it, I think. Okay. Got it. Oh, man, you guys, this game. So just to give you guys an idea, because you guys are watching the episode now, so you probably have an idea. Just probably one too many jumps. I could probably figure that out. Much less salt-inducing, that one. So this took me like 45 minutes to do these like 4 missions. I probably cut this up so it was much shorter because, man, I was getting angry at that one with the 0 strings. Mostly because I didn't understand what they were saying. 0 string is not something I'm familiar with, and so I was reading it. I was reading her examples, all that kind of stuff. It didn't make any sense to me, and so I just I had a blind spot there. But I think I get it now. I think I understand it now. So sometimes you got to fail to succeed. All right, let's go back to the elevator. I think that's where we're going to end on this episode of Human Resource Machine. Obviously, these are taking much longer now. So if we're going to continue to do a whole series, it's going to be a lot more episodes than I expected. But I will continue to plug through, at least through the main missions. Fibonacci sequence? Are you kidding me? Pass! I want nothing to do with the Fibonacci sequence. That's insane. I mean, I'll try and think on it, but that's insane. All right, y'all. Well, anyways, hopefully you enjoyed this episode. If you did, please be sure to give this video a like, a favorite, and subscribe to the channel. My name has been Price, and I will see y'all next time.